Hey guys, it's Vivian with VP3 Orinda, and I'm here with my Afro and my Alfalfa. The last time I made a video about nutrients over food, I mentioned the word alfalfa, but I never talked about it, and I guess that was in good reason because this herb needs its own video. It is going to share a little limelight with some trace minerals, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alfalfa is my go-to guy. I take it in the morning when I take all my other nutrients in my water, and then the first time I get hungry I'll eat food, and the second time I get hungry I'll drink some more water and take an alfalfa tablet. And that's kind of how I alternate. When I get hungry, you know, I'll eat an apple, eat me a kiwi, some strawberries, a piece of rye toast with my coconut oil butter, and then I'll alternate just drinking water and taking a tablet. But you can take, this bottle says up to 3 a day, but my other bottle said up to 4 a day, so that's what I take, is up to 4 a day. Not every day, but most days, especially if I'm hungry that day. But anyways, the first time that I really came across the benefits from alfalfa was from a guy named Marcus Rothkrantz. I'm not sure about his last name, but he has a video out on YouTube about making the Irish sea moss that I learned from Sebi. And so I was watched that on how to make it, and then I ended up on his website. His website is very awesome. He sells products of his own, but he doesn't just sell his products. He gives a lot of information. He has something called Green Formula, and it has, you know, all kinds of different herbs in it, but alfalfa is listed in the ingredients in there. And I was reading, and when I learned about it, you know, I knew I needed to have it. I'll just read the back of the bottle for you, and then I'll tell you some of my notes that I have. Alfalfa is a green superfood that is abundant in vitamins, minerals, and chlorophyll. It naturally has a balanced nutritional content and is an excellent source of vitamin K. It has been consumed since ancient times and has been used by herbalists worldwide for centuries. Its name, alfalfa, comes from the Arabic language and means father of all foods. And then I've also seen that alfalfa is called king of herbs, called purple medic. Some of the things that alfalfa do for you are, it is a major source of protein. So everybody that worries about getting their protein, I hope that you would realize that the animals eat the grass and the herbs and the plants. They get the protein inside of them, and then the protein you're getting when you eat steak and chicken and all of that stuff is recycled protein. So you could skip the middle guy and just go straight to the source, and it's way, 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 way better for you anyways. So we got protein, then we have all 18 essential amino acids, complete food with full B complex, C, D, E, K, and it is good for strong bones and a strong immune system. It prevents bone loss. It treats ulcers, it cleanses colon, it rebuilds your teeth. It is used for arthritis and cancer. Did I just say that? I'm sorry, I already had. This is probably like my take 3 of my video because I stutter. That's why I can't ever go live. Maybe if I brought out my Amazonite, it's supposed to help irrational speakers. But I do have my watermelon tourmaline though. Okay, so moving along. It stimulates and nourishes the pituitary gland. How awesome is that? Especially for, you know, people that are trying to clean out their bodies and whatnot. So this helps. Where did I go? You can eat the seeds, the seed sprouts, and the leaves. It's a seed-bearing green herb. It also has deep roots to absorb its valuable nutrition. The roots can go as far as 125 feet down into the earth. So that's super awesome because, you know, a lot of our soil is depleted, so it really reaches down there to get the good stuff for you. That's what brings me a little bit to the trace mineral drops. Is on the back of here it says that you know, normally you should get your minerals from eating a raw food diet. However, eating a raw food diet isn't enough, since researchers have proven that the soil has been depleted of minerals. Therefore, it's not in the soil, it's not in the food, and that's why you can take trace mineral drops, the most powerful all-natural pH balancing trace minerals in the world. I know for sure the first 3 days you take 3 drops. no, sorry, 10 drops for the first 3 days. And then each day thereafter, increase serving by up to 10 drops, and you can have up to half a teaspoon. It does have a strong flavor, so have your chugger water there next to you, or I guess you could put it in some apple juice or something if you wanted to. I'm on day 6 of my alkaline diet. I have had a few things that are acidic. Like some seedless grapes, pineapple, salsa things. But because alfalfa neutralizes the acid in your body, I figure if I'm not overdoing the acids and I'm putting this alfalfa in my body, you know, if I do have a few of those little things, not that I want to, I'm just saying sometimes fruits, it's hard to find the, you know, non-hybrid fruits, grapes without seeds in them. No, I mean, that's what all you can find is seedless grapes. I want to find the grapes with the seeds. So anyways, I figure if I have the alfalfa, you know, maybe it won't affect my alkaline levels so bad. Like I said, I'm on day 6. I have felt a little bit mucusy today. I had cleaned out my nose a few times and felt like, you know, I'm getting some stuff breaking down. I know the last time I did alkaline, my ears, I was cleaning dark gunk out of my ears for like a week. I don't know if it's because haven't been on it long enough. I haven't been cleaning any dark gunk out of my ears. So I don't know why. I haven't really had any headaches. The first day I had a really bad headache, and I had my perk stick, thank God, from my Perfectly Posh. So if you ever want something for headaches, let me know. I could hook you up with a perk stick. Anyways, but I had my perk stick and it helped me out a lot that night. And then, you know, I really haven't had headaches like I thought that I would, because I know I learned from Dr. Sebi that when you start detoxing your body, all of those toxins start breaking down from your head down. And I did get, you know, at least my head cleared out the last time I did alkaline because I was cleaning that dark gunk out of my eyes. I watched a video of Sebi where he said there was one point where he couldn't see. I mean, he was already half blind anyways, though. But he fasted though. See, I'm not fasting like he did. But he was like half blind where he had to crawl to the bathroom and stuff. But it went away because it was just a matter of time of his body adjusting. So yeah, if you guys try to do the alkaline diet, it is not going to be easy at first. It's going to be hard, but it's because you have years and years and years of toxins built up in your body. I'll be 40 here soon, so think of all of the crap that I've got built up in my body. It's going to take some time to get all of that out. But I've always felt like I had the pronoia thing going on. Pronoia is the opposite of paranoid. It is when you think that you feel like the universe is working in your favor. And it's so funny because I have felt like that for a while, that, you know, I had the whole pronoia thing going on. And then to find out, like, what the things that I'm finding out now about, you know, our world and hidden truths and stuff like that. And, you know, the universe is always in your favor. This is, I made a post about it the other day, but I would just like to talk about it again, maybe for a second, is I feel, and this is just my own opinion, nobody can agree with me and people can have their own. This is just my opinion. I just think that you came here to Earth as a baby with a mission in this world. You had something you were supposed to accomplish. You were supposed to help, do something. You're supposed to do something. And if you get out of line, because, you know, we were also given free will to do what we want to do and make our own choices. And sometimes, you know, that free will gets us off track of what we came here to do. So I think that then when you have signs like sicknesses or bad things happen, stressful situations, you just feel depressed and you're this or you're that and all these different things going on, if people could maybe just stop and think that, man, what are the choices that I'm making right now in my life that are not for my higher self? They're not for the best of me, for the best of my family, for the best of humanity, for the best of this world. Because, you know, we don't just live here, guys. That's part of us. We are nature. Nature is us. So when we're not taking care of nature and we're not taking care of God's animals or taking care of other human beings because we think we can run around and just be rude and cuss people out and call them names and be judgmental and this, that, and the other, you know, you're creating a horrible aura around you. You are out of sync with the universe, because God did not put his people down here to be anything like that. He did not put us down here to eat animals. People can tell me whatever they want to tell me, but I have my own opinion with my knowledge and my own intuition, which I feel like my intuition is pretty freaking good. So I'm not going to have other people tell me what they think, I'm going to go with what I think. And I don't think that God gave us animals to eat. Sure, it says whatever it says in the Bible, but there's a lot of things in the Bible that I think that might have been twisted in ways to hurt humanity, you know. Blah, blah, blah. That's another video. So I was just saying that I think that when you're getting out of sync with the universe, that's when bad things are going to start happening. But those are signs for you. If you can see the lesson in that bad thing that happened to you, that stressful day you had, that horrible fight you just had with your parents or with your husband, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, with your kids. Oh my gosh, my kids helped me be to where I am. I know my DNA activation, my spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, situations with my family are what made me go through and realize what I was going through. I'm going to make a video about that one day too. But anyways, when you are out of sync and you're getting those signs, if you can learn those lessons and then make those changes in your life, then you know you're going to get back on track. You're going to get back on your proper path. And the universe, you're going to have that pronoia thing. The universe is always working in your favor. But when you are off track and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing for yourself and for humanity in the world, then that's when you're going to get the lessons. And hopefully, you know, you see them and you can grow and change. If you can't, then you're going to keep getting those same lessons over and over and over and over and over again until you see it, you acknowledge it, and apply it. And yeah, it's taken me a very long time. I've been an emotional mess my whole life. My kids and my husband can tell you all kinds of different stories. But I think that's what's amazing about figuring out who I am, is because I wasn't who that person was all of those times. I had to go through that to learn and remember who I am. And I have remembered mostly. And it just feels really good and liberating to know that you're not that crazy psycho. You're not that horrible person or all of these things that people wanted to label you as, dramatic, you know, crybaby, always worried about what's going on with yourself and not worried about what's going on with other people, thinking that the world revolves around you, and when something happens, boo-hoo, a pity party. Yeah, I've been there, done all of those things, and I learned and I grew from them. Thank you, Jesus. Anyways, I think that that's when cancer and diseases start coming in, and death is when you get the signs. God in the universe is trying to get you to acknowledge and to change, and when you won't, that's when he'll throw something even harder on you. And if you still continue to not change, then you're going to have to, you know, live that life of that disease. If you get on that track of that disease and you could, you know, realize and learn, then you can get yourself off of that track. And like I said, this is just my own opinion. I know I've had people, loved ones, die of cancer. But I feel like if they would acknowledge nature and the earth and the animals and God's creations and give respect to God's creations, then God would respect them in the same way and keep them healthy. And if you're not going to respect things that way, then that's when the hard times are going to happen. But I didn't really mean to get into all of that. That's a little deep stuff. I was trying to share my information about alfalfa because it really is something that will help you. You don't need all of the food that we consume. You don't. I hope that I helped you guys in learning stuff about alfalfa, and I hope I didn't get too off track because I definitely don't want to have to do another redo. But I hope you guys all have a great day, and thanks for listening to me.